everyone. Welcome back to The Way Podcast, where we talk about y'all weight and how they like his way. I have a guest. My mommy is here.
Hello, everyone.
Mama, hold the mic right.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
You are so annoying. Okay, listen. Y'all, this is a special episode because this is the very last girl chat episode in the girl chat series. And so, like I said in the last episode, that was technically supposed to be the last one. And Mama was supposed to be episode 9, but we planned it wrong. So she's episode 10. So you should feel special.
I do.
Because this is the last episode of girl chat.
Wow.
I don't understand how you managed to literally be annoying.
I don't know either. Okay, come on. Get serious. Get serious, girl. Get serious.
Before we get to today's episode, please like and subscribe on YouTube and leave me 5 stars on whatever podcasting platform you're listening on. And let's get right into today's episode. All right, y'all. So like I said, this is my mom. Where do we begin? So honestly, we're just going to talk about me this episode. And I guess before we get into it, I wanted to tell the audience about our relationship. How would you describe our relationship?
Our relationship? I would describe
Closer to your mouth.
relationship as unique.
How?
So many ways. Simply because you are a unique daughter.
How, Mom? What does that mean?
Okay. You know, okay, I'm gonna have to go back
Okay.
to you growing up
Okay.
and me being the parent and you're not a parent. So I've got to describe what I'm talking about. And what I mean is, you know, when you grow up, like as a teenager, then a young adult and all of that, you go through stages as you grow up. For instance, middle school. Middle school, you hate everything your parents say. They're stupid. Everything they say is stupid. Everything they do is wrong. Everything they wear is ugly. Mm-hmm. You go through that stage. And then as you become a teenager, you start not want to be seen with your parents, don't want to go anywhere with them. Okay, now I said all that to say this. You never went through any stages. You were always who you are the whole time. And I kept waiting and kept waiting and kept waiting because you talk to other parents and they're going through it. Like, oh my God, you know, you would listen to the conversations. And then I'm thinking, ooh, Victoria, you know, she's at that stage. It's going to happen. And it never did. And so you're unique in that way. That's one of the ways that you are unique, and it makes our relationship unique because you never got tired of me. Mm-hmm. You know, you always wanted to still hang out. You know, even though I would want to hang out and say, Victoria, you want to go to the movies? You know, embracing myself for no. You know, the normal reaction of a preteen.
Yeah.
But you never did. You never did. And we've always been the same.
That is true.
Our whole relationship.
I had this rule growing up where people would ask me, am I a mama's girl or a daddy's girl? Mm-hmm. And I never would say either of them. I would always say I'm just as close, like they're my best friends. Like I'm just as much as a mommy's girl as I am a daddy's girl. Mm-hmm. And I just don't know why that was. I just was always this close with y'all.
I know.
I don't know why that was the case, but
I know. I'm grateful. Because you and your dad, even you and your dad, you guys would leave early on a Saturday morning,
To do what?
go to the gym,
And practice what?
basketball
For hours.
for hours.
People got to hear that when I tell my testimony about basketball and how I used to train, that it's not an exaggeration.
It's not an exaggeration. And you guys used to be gone. You guys would practice basketball. Then you would go eat Olive Garden or somewhere, and then you guys would ride bikes or
Go to the track.
Go to the track. Or
Make me run.
Go to the
Oh,
park. Or
God. Yeah.
and then you guys would be gone all day. And then, in the evening, here you guys come.
And then mom will have dinner ready. Then we come in on Saturday
yeah.
afternoon.
And so my point is, you've always, just been a buddy.
yeah.
A person to hang out with. And you never got tired of us. You never got embarrassed of us. Like a normal, I would say, a normal teen would do, a preteen.
Yeah. I was gonna say me and mommy are like really close. I'm also really close to my dad. But I remember growing up, my teammates would tell me that they would be jealous of me and mama because they said me and mama reminded us more like we were sisters than like mother-daughter. And then I remember I tell mama, when I tell y'all, I tell mama everything. To this day, as soon as something happened, I call mama, I'm like, mama, guess what just happened? But I've been like that my whole life. And my teammates growing up would literally like be jealous and want that relationship with my mom. And they be like, they think I'm weird. Like, Victoria, you told her that? I'm like, yeah, like, why would I tell her that? And so anyways, me and mama have always been close. There's never been a season where we haven't been close. In adulthood, I call her multiple times a day, every day, and then get pissed when she hangs the phone up to talk to somebody else. And
she does. She really does.
And even when I'm here this weekend for a wedding, y'all. So, and even like while I'm here, I'm like, mama, I need your undivided attention. And someone call her, I'm like, mama, hang the phone up like you're with me. Anyways, so me and mama have always been very close. But also being an adult, I just feel like now I'm at a stage where I can look back and see God in it all. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, yes, I do.
What are you about to say?
When you said that, you made me think about one time you were a teenager, and I don't know what made you come to me and say this, but you looked at me and you said, Mom, you say you will never have to worry about me. I'm about to cry.
Don't cry.
Okay. I'm gonna stay strong. I'm gonna stay strong. I gotta keep saying that to myself. I'm gonna stay strong. Okay.
I'll get some tissue if you start crying.
All right.
You're getting teary-eyed.
I know. I'm telling you, because when I don't know what you just said, but it made me think about that moment that you came to me. You were a teenager, or maybe you were in middle school, or maybe like the 8th grade, but you were a teenager, and you came to me and said, Mom, you never have to worry about me. And the reason that I'm getting emotional is because as a mother and as a parent, you just don't know how significant that is. When you have a child that reassures you like that, simply because as a parent, you're on our mind and in our heart 24/7. And there's so many temptations out there, so much stuff you could be introduced to, so much stuff you could be doing, And you know, and parents worry about that, but when you came to me and said that to me, I believed it wholeheartedly.
I don't even know why did I say that? I have no recollection.
I don't know. I don't know why you said that and why you came to me. Maybe it was something one of your friends was going through or something you saw a friend going through. I don't know. I don't know. But I just remember you walking in my room and telling and sitting on my bed and looking at me going, Mom, you never have to worry about me. And I never, ever had to worry about you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why did I say that as a preteen? I don't know. God. Because it makes no sense for Victoria to just go. Like, I just don't take credit for. I just look back and I see so much of who I am, like to the core, came from the way that I was brought up, like in a stable, steady home. And I just really feel like one of my friends was just really, we were having a girls heart to heart moment. And one of the ways she described me was just, I'm a stable friend. And I really do feel like I'm stable because of y'all, like the foundation that y'all brought me up in the house, you know? But I don't know, man. I just am at an age now where I'm just like, thank you, God. Especially being an adult and now seeing the effects of an unhealed child in adulthood.
Yes.
And like meeting someone and they're this way because that happened to them when they were 12 or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just so appreciative of the house that I was brought up in. Now, tenfold more as an adult, you know?
Yes. And just like, you know, when you guys were growing up, I never let you guys sleep over someone's house. Never.
And I will never let my kids, whenever I have kids and Lord want to give me a husband, my kids, that is a rule. Like, my kids will never sleep over anybody's house. And growing up, I would always be so mad at Mama because I'd be like, Mama, why do you always say no to everything?
Yep.
And now knowing what I know, thank you, God, that you said no to them sleepovers.
Yes. I mean, because you don't know people. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. I mean, you know, families look normal on the outside, but on the inside, you really don't know what they're dealing with.
And now being an adult, there's so many people I know where they were essayed at a slumber party. They were introduced to pornography at a slumber party. Like, so many bad things happen at slumber parties as kids. And I'm hearing about it now because we're all adults. And like, we're talking about in the past traumas of like, yeah, I was sleeping over this person's house. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you, Mommy, for never letting me have a slumber party. I'm very grateful now.
I know you are.
But I guess we kind of started heading in that direction. But can you tell them a little bit about little Victoria into me becoming a saved Christian as a very young, not young, older teen? Like, how old was I? 21?
Yeah.
Talk about that transition from little Victoria to she found Jesus.
Okay, little Victoria. Little Victoria was, oh my God, you as a baby. You were funny. You were strong. You were curious. You were spirited. You would get into everything. Like the time I left you in the kitchen and you climbed up on the table and we had a hanging chandelier. And when I walked back in the kitchen, you were hanging from the chandelier.
She tells that story all the time.
Because it was amazing. I don't even know how old you were, but you were a baby and you were hanging from the chandelier. And when I walked back in the kitchen, I was so shocked that you climbed up on that table and grabbed that chandelier. And then the chandelier was swinging. And when I grabbed you to get you down, you knew you were in trouble because you made a sound as to go, shush, like, thank God you came to help me. You were that kind of child.
Makes sense.
Yes. What else?
Grade school.
Grade school, you were a protector. You were a protector, and you still are to this day. You you looked out for your friends. Uh, you protected them from bullies. You would bully the bully for your friends.
I've said that before.
Yes, you're a protector. Smart, always absolutely smart leader.
I
Never a follower.
uh,
Never a follower, and that's one of the things that I love about you the most
so sweet.
is that you have your own mind. And if just because your friends think it's cool or your friends are doing certain thing, if you didn't want to do it or you didn't like it, you didn't do it at
Very
all.
true.
And and then we fast forward to college, college, and your relationship with God just you became saved. Your relationship with God just flourished. You were just engulfed with joy and living the life that God wanted you to live, and you were on cloud nine and still is,
Say not much has
which is a
changed.
beautiful thing to see. I mean, it was an awesome thing to see that transition.
What was the biggest thing you feel like changed from me, from not knowing Jesus to knowing Jesus?
I think understanding people more, um, more empathy for people.
Yeah, that's a big one because I struggle with that so bad.
More,
Like that is nothing but Christ in me because Victoria struggles so bad with empathy and sympathy and
yeah,
just like,
yeah,
ugh, I don't know.
yeah. Because you know why? You know why? Because of that that strong personality you have. It's just like somebody who's brilliant in math and can't understand why somebody else can't don't know what 2 plus 2 is. You know, and it's the same with that strong personality. You're strong, have a strong personality, and you turn away from this temptation, or you see that as stupid, and then for someone else to you know follow somebody into that path of something wrong, or saying something wrong or doing something wrong, it's hard for you to comprehend that.
Yeah.
But then when you became saved and your relationship with God grew, you know, I just think it opened up your eyes and your heart to other people's journeys and other people's struggles.
Yeah. But I that's still something I constantly have to keep in check because if I still let my flesh get the kicking too much, I'm gonna revert right back to, I have no empathy for you. Why are you crying right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's bad, but this is why we're new creations. Um, I had another question. Oh, tell them about the real part of it as well.
The what part?
The real part.
The real part?
Yeah, how when I got saved and how annoying I was. I knew she was gonna leave that out, but I'm like, tell him.
Okay.
Don't make me mad, no.
Okay. Here's the deal. You know, when someone gets saved, they're on cloud 9. You know, everything they do, everything they say is God this, God that, God this, God that. And it kind of gets a little annoying. You know, if you talk to that person and that's all that person ever want to talk about. Okay. So, I used to get a little annoyed when you called from college and me and Daddy sitting there listening, and that's all you ever talked about. But I would say it's a little annoying, but it was also joyful to hear, simply because you can hear and feel the joy in you 110%.
Listen, my mission when I first got saved was to make sure all my family was going to heaven. That was literally all I cared about.
Oh,
And so I would come home for the summers and I talk about Jesus 24/7, and I still low key do, but it's not as bad, I guess.
right.
But I mean, I just have to make sure y'all had y'all heaven insurance, because I was not going to heaven without y'all.
I mean, you would come home, Mom, what's your purpose in life? Daddy, what's your purpose in life? Jasmine, what's your purpose in life? I'm like, okay, Drew, you go first.
I remember one time I got so mad at Daddy because one thing me, Mama, and Daddy love doing is watching TV and watching movies and watching sports. And like all of our love languages is quality time. So that's just how we loved each other, was just literally spending time with each other.
Yeah.
And one time we were in there watching an old stupid movie about, I guess not stupid, RIP. I mean, wait, is Tina Turner still alive?
No, Tina Turner is not alive.
RIP. But this was a movie about her. She was married to the man that said "Eat the Cake" anime, right? Right? Or was that somebody else?
No good. Don't make me holler.
Was she married to the man
What
that
love got to do with it?
said? Is that the same? The man that said "Eat the Cake" anime.
Oh my God! You
Rick?
mean
Or not Rick?
Rick?
No.
No.
What's his name?
Ike.
Yes, him. So, anyways,
This girl said, "Eat the cake" anime.
we were, and so that's like an old blues singer, R&B, whatever the heck she was. I don't know.
Tina Turner, get that straight, girl. She was one of the best entertainers and singers. Come on, give her credit what credit is due.
I said RIP. So, anyways, we were in the bedroom watching Tina Turner, and one of the like a autobiography or whatever, like a movie about her life. And one of the scenes, she was going through a lot because she was literally getting beat by Ike.
Yeah.
And she started praying to Buddha or something. She started praying to something that wasn't Jesus. And Daddy said, what did Daddy say? He said, no, good for her, or good, just do something that works for you or something. And I was like, Daddy, that is not right. Jesus Christ is the only way to heaven. He is the way and the truth and the life. She should not be praying to Buddha. And I got so mad at Daddy. And Daddy was just like, he didn't even say nothing. But that was like the summer after I got saved. And I was like, oh. Which I still will say that to this day. Like if we were in there right now watching a movie and he said that, I'd be like, Daddy, no. Like You know, she don't need to be praying to Buddha, but I would probably say it in a different way.
Right.
But anyways, that's just the type of girl I was when I found Jesus. But
Yes,
you just
full of
can't,
joy.
you can't stop talking. I mean, I think the perfect example, I heard this one time from a pastor. The perfect example is when you are truly saved and Jesus truly wrecks you and changes your life from the inside out. You can't stop talking about him because you're in love and infatuated by him.
Yes.
Just like you get a new boyfriend, all you're going to talk about is that boy.
Yes.
So why is it frowned upon when we talk, all we talk about is Jesus? Because we love him. He's our first love.
It's
You
not
know?
frowned
well,
upon.
not from you, but from
Right.
people in general. Like, you know, y'all shoving it down our throat, sits down in the throat. It's because we love him and he saved our lives. And we want to save yours too. And so that's just why we talk about it so much. What is something that you feel like, what's like your biggest lesson from God?
My biggest lesson from God?
Like if you had to tell somebody like a lesson from God, advice, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to treat people with kindness. That's my lesson. Because here's the deal. You never know what a person is going through. And I tell you, I have told you and Jasmine this 100 times, is smile at people. Simply because your smile can change someone's day. I've seen it happen 100 times. And that would be my biggest takeaway, is to treat people with kindness, because this world is just full of hate sometimes and that hate is is killing people.
It literally is killing people. It's crazy.
Yeah. And so that would be my number one takeaway.
What piece of advice do you have for moms in particular, if there's any mothers that listen? She's raised two girlies, me and my sister, my older sister, and I would say you and Daddy, I'd say it was a success.
I would say communication. Listen, and just pay attention to your child, simply because we get caught up in living, work, coming home, family, this and that. And sometimes we miss things. Something a child may be dealing with, something that they're going through, or and I think as a parent, if you just make sure that you communicate with your child and leave that communication both ways, let your child know that they can come to you no matter what. You said earlier how your friends, you tell your friends, I tell my mama everything. That is why you do that.
I see a cute boy, mama. I just saw this cute boy over here at Target. A boy asked for our number. Mama, this boy just asked for our number.
But yeah, you have to stay focused, and you have to make sure you have that line of communication open both ways, so that as a parent, if you do get busy in life, if you do get caught up in work or whatever, if that child start going through something or needs something, they have that willingness to come to you and slow you down and grab your hand and go, Mom, can I talk to you about something, or can I tell you this? That would be the most important thing I would say to a parent.
That's good. Okay, actually I have one more, because this is Christian Girl Chat series.
Okay.
What piece of advice do you give to the girlies who's growing up and trying to figure it out?
Oh my God. Love yourself.
What I tell y'all, I've said this
self.
many times on my podcast that I feel like one of the reasons I have such strong self-confidence is because you taught us this in the household.
Yes,
I've
ma'am.
said this so many times.
Yes, ma'am. Love yourself, because what? You waiting on somebody else to do it? You gonna be waiting. You've got to love yourself. You've got to believe in yourself.
Yeah. Do you know how much you could avoid if you would just love yourself?
Yeah.
You would tolerate so much less in anything, not just relationships, but friendships, jobs. Like, you just know who you are and you know who you belong to. And it just changes everything. I can't even explain how important that is.
It is very important. It is very important because we live in a society, and it's sad to say, but we live in a society where some people try to put us down. You know, and you know, you're young, beautiful girl, and then you start getting interested in guys, and you start dating guys, and you've got people, you got guys out there who are manipulators. You know, they tell narcissists, they tell you anything and everything that they think you want to hear, you know, just to please themselves. And if you're not strong enough in yourself,
You'll fall for it every time.
Every time.
And listen, we went to a wedding today and it was an old teammate, and my coach was, our old coach was there, and we sat with him and his wife. And we walked out and he said, Victoria, when you gonna do this? Talking about my wedding. And I said, I don't know, coach. And then mama cut it off and she said, what did you say? You said, you said, Victoria prayed, God, if he ain't the one, send him on.
Send him on, baby. Send him on. And he does.
And he does. Oh my goodness. He be sending them off right in my face. And I just be looking at him go like, there go another one. But because I know my worth, I'm not about to tolerate a dumb boy who is not ready to commit or treat me right. Like, you just have to know, y'all, you have to just love yourself. Otherwise, you have to see yourself the way that God sees you. And otherwise, you're going to be falling for these boys that say anything just to do whatever they want to do. And so, yes, very true.
And then they'll bring you up just to put you down.
Yep.
You know,
as soon as they get what they want.
Emotional roller coaster. I mean, as a young girl, vulnerable, you know, it's hard to know how to deal with that.
And the male gaze and the male attention affects you less when you love yourself. Like when you know who you are.
Right.
Because it just doesn't, even I'm thinking about even Victoria before Christ versus me knowing Christ. Like, when I got male attention before God, it was just everything. And now it's just like, who are you? Do you love the Lord? Okay, then stop looking at me. You know what I'm saying? And so when you just know who you are and you know who you belong to, we literally just made an episode about self-confidence. I think it was 2 episodes before this. But if you struggle in that, go listen to that whole episode because we go real deep into it. Me, Blair, and Scarlett was on that one.
Right.
And we go real deep into it and talk about, give you tips on how to build your self-confidence. But yes, I could not agree more. Love yourself.
Right.
So anyways, that's the end of this episode.
Oh, wow, no. I enjoyed it.
You're natural.
You're a natural.
Thanks for coming. I also want to say on camera and for the record that mommy is the most perfect, best mom ever. Like, I'm actually not kidding. Like, we do. Now, let me say we do argue.
Oh, girl, yes.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yes, we do.
We argue, but, like, our relationship is not perfect because I think somebody could watch this and be like, oh, they're perfect. Like, no.
So far from it.
Very not perfect.
So far from it.
But.
And then, see, I'm the one with the temper.
Oh, I'm glad. This is the first time you ever admitted it.
No.
And we got it on camera.
I am, because I be want to
I'm so proud of you. Way to be self-aware. Yeah, y'all, she crazy. And that's what I be telling everybody. Because everyone's like, oh my God, Victoria, I love your mom. She's so cute. I love her. I'm a sister. I'm like, don't let her fool you. She is cute, but she cute, but anyways, yes, we're not perfect. We argue, but
Yes, we do. We argue.
and we try to get better. I don't know, but also I'm to blame too, because she just be getting on my nerves, and I be yelling. I mean, I'll be yelling at her, but
No, you don't be yelling.
but you
do get on my
I
nerves.
snap sometimes. Anyways, so we're not perfect. I just wanted to say that, but she is the most perfect mom. And I prayed for you this morning. I pray for Mama every morning almost. And we were sitting in the kitchen, and you were sitting there, and you were mad at me. Why did you get mad at me this morning? Oh, we got in an argument over the dish. We literally got in an argument this morning over the dishes, and she wouldn't talk to me.
No, it was coffee.
No, it was the dishes, because I was mad that the dishes weren't clean.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, she was sitting over here mad at me and was ignoring me and wouldn't talk to me. And I was sitting right there doing my quiet time. And I literally was looking at you and praying, and was praying, journaling about you, and prayed all these prayers over you this morning while you were mad at me.
And that's why I started talking to you again.
Anyways, why did I say that? I say all that to say she's a perfect mom. Oh, that's why I said that. Because every time I pray for Mom, I always just thank God for making her my mom.
Oh.
There was literally no one else that could do the part better.
Oh.
I truly mean that. Like, I'm literally not kidding at all. So anyways, thank you God for my mommy, and y'all got to meet her, and she's so cute. Hey, I should clip in us finding the mold on the cream cheese right here.
No, girl. Leave that mold alone.
Y'all, we found mold on the cream cheese, and if y'all want to see it, it's on my TikTok somewhere. But
Oh, my God.
that was just so funny. But
No, that was not funny.
it's funny now looking back. But anyways, y'all, we're going to end the episode. Please like and subscribe. Let me know if you want Mama to come back and be a permanent co-host. And
A permanent co-host?
yeah.
Oh, my God.
And leave me 5 stars on whatever podcasting platform you're listening on. And oh, wait a second. This is the end of Girl Chat series. So we're taking a mini break, just a very small break, while we shift gears into our next season. And this next season, I don't really call it season, but season is going to be from here on out. So from the fall through Christmas, it'll take us to Christmas, and then I'll take another mini break there. So this is the rest of the year. So we're shifting gears now. RIP to Christian Girl Chat series. Thank you for being the last guest.
You're
and
welcome.
that's a wrap on Girl Chat. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun.
It was.
All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.